And this is Peter Schiff here at SchiffRadio.com on this. I guess this is the Cyber Monday, the cyber online shopping's version of Black Friday, which I guess was black and blue Friday yesterday, apparently, or not yesterday, but several days ago. Apparently, a lot of people were injured in the rush to shop. Apparently, it was a record after Thanksgiving shopping bonanza, although I know the stores apparently were open extra early so that Americans could make this annual pilgrimage to the malls with their plastic to buy all sorts of goods imported from other countries that they really can't afford and would be better off not buying. But, of course, they just can't resist, especially a bargain. In fact, it really is. I mean, I don't know what the rest of the world thinks when they look at some of these images of Americans trampling over one another to get a $2 off on a waffle iron. Apparently, one of these women, if you see it in one of these videos, she pepper sprayed a bunch of the other shoppers so that she could get an advantage. I guess there was an item that she wanted to get, and she wanted to make sure that no one else beat her to it. So she drew this weapon, her pepper spray, and it was like a war. And she sprayed all of the enemy combatants to wound them, so that they would not be able to beat her to whatever item she had her non-peppered sprayed eye on. But, of course, this whole idea that the economy is strong because Americans went out by the hundreds of thousands, or we had how many, 120 million people hit the malls on Friday, that this is a strong economy because we all went there and bought stuff. First of all, remember, a lot of these people shopping aren't making their mortgage payments, so it's a lot easier to shop when you're not making your mortgage payments. And as I said before, a lot of these people are so loaded up with credit card debt that they know they're not going to pay anyway. So what the hell, right? Why not just pile on some more credit card debt? After all, they're going to default anyway, or maybe they're hoping they'll get a bailout. But this is not about our economic strength. The strong economies are the economies that are making all the stuff that Americans are trampling over each other to get a discount on. And I think, too, the fact that people are so desperate for a discount, that might show you how stretched the average American is, that they need these small discounts so desperately because they can't pay a full price for anything. They just simply don't have the ability. But they can get something on sale. But again, too, I always use that example to show this idea that economists keep asking us to swallow, that If we had deflation, if we had falling prices, nobody would buy anything, that everybody would be waiting. Nobody would want to buy. Well, obviously, look at a Black Friday. These mobs are showing up to the stores because the stores are cutting prices, right? There is deflation going on Black Friday. Stores are lowering their prices. And lo and behold, the customers are not refusing to shop because the prices are down. That is why they are pepper spraying each other because they want to buy at the lower prices. And as I said many, many times, lower prices create demand. It's not the other way around. Rising prices don't incentivize people to buy. The only time rising prices make people want to buy things is investments. But that's the only time where rising prices help create demand. When it comes to consumer goods of any kind, it's falling prices that create demand, not the other way around. And as prices fall and things become more affordable, people are able to buy. But anyway, so we're going to see if this Black Friday being an all-time record, does this mean this is going to be a Christmas season where every day is going to be strong, or is it the fact that Americans are so desperate for a bargain because they're so broke that they went and did all their Christmas shopping early because they thought that Black Friday was going to be the best deal? Because I know a lot of the people who were out there shopping on Black Friday, and if you look at the interviews, they weren't buying Christmas presents. I mean, some of them were, but a lot of people were just there buying stuff for themselves, right? They just wanted to take advantage of the sale prices. And so are people just doing their shopping on that one day and then not shopping at other points in time? We'll have to see how the numbers ultimately shake out. But again, I don't even like this whole idea of trying to measure how strong the economy is. And if you saw all the reports, this idea that Americans were all flooding the malls to spend was heralded as some kind of indication of a stronger economy. How is that strong? The fact that people will buy stuff, right? And especially if they're using credit cards, if they can't even afford the stuff that they're buying. And where's all this stuff coming from? Yes, if we were making it, if our factories were spewing out all these consumer goods, yes, you could say that would be a strong U.S. economy. But the fact that we're simply lining up to buy things that we imported on credit and that everybody is rushing to shop, what does that show? If anything, that shows how reckless we are, how irresponsible we are. But, another thing that really concerns me, when you look at how these Americans are acting, I mean, in many cases, in some cases they're acting like animals. Their violence is breaking out when they're fighting over sale merchandise. Imagine what's going to happen when we have shortages and we have mobs of Americans waiting in line to buy basic necessities. If you'll have this kind of violence breaking out, in prosperity, when people are getting good deals on things that they don't even need, imagine when people are fighting over things that they do need, like bread or milk or long gas lines. Just think about that when you see some of those Good Friday images. Anyway, we'll be back. We got a guest coming up. You're listening to the Peter Schiff Show here at SchiffRadio.com. We will be right back.
The Peter Schiff Show.
Watch out now by the beat nuts. So the dude's beat sucks.